Okay, and welcome everyone to another wonderful video lecture brought to you by Chess.com and International Master Danny Rensch. Ah, yes, you've been waiting for this. The role reversal. Now we are looking at how to play against the weak isolated queen pawn. It's kind of like, you know how you always get those movies where Al Pacino is the good cop and Robert De Niro is like the bad, like organized cop or mafia guy, right? I mean, it's always the same thing. Well, what if we switch the roles, Maybe Robert De Niro is the good guy, and Al Pacino's the bad guy, or like Heat, right? In Heat, you kind of like both of them, and then Al Pacino turns out to be the good guy in the end, and Robert De Niro, dies. If you haven't seen the movie, sorry, I just told you the ending, But anyway, so we're switching roles today, people. Role reversal. Get behind it, get moving, and that's what we're doing, okay? So the first position here is basically pretty easy, because all we're trying to do here with this first video is I want to show kind of like a worst-case scenario type of ending where, having a horrible pawn like this isolated queen pawn on d5, especially when you have one of those minor pieces that basically looks like a pawn trapped between these two guys, one of those bishops that gets stuck, just how bad these endgames are. And, of course, is black resigning here? Absolutely not. And probably when there's not very good technique for white, probably, strong players have held an endgame like this. But overall, if white plays well, he should, be winning that pawn without having to give black any counterplay. He shouldn't have to do a thing where he wins that pawn and gives black even a little bit of chances. And touching on that, that's one of the main themes we're going to talk about. Later on in this lecture, before we do some of the bonus videos toward the end, where we go over some of the bonus videos toward the end of this series, just to give you a clue, we're going to be going over some classical games that were played. One of the games is Karpov-Kamsky from their World Championship match in 1996, I believe. Don't have that game in front of me right now, but it's a famous game, a game where Karpov really shows kind of a gem in terms of how to play against an isolated queen pawn, and does everything right. He really completely strangles Kamsky, and Karpov pretty much defines prophylactic chess in terms of taking away your opponent's chances. So he's a great one for that. Then there's some other games we're looking at from the attacking side and the defending side. So, after we do all these videos here talking about how to play with the pawn, against the pawn, we are going to give you some games, some example games. Just like we advertise, because Chess.com never false advertises, remember that. We are doing isolated queen pawn completed, okay? So, as promised, I will come through on that, okay? Because that's what I do. Now, back to the position. Basically, this position stinks for black. Okay, you have a horrible pawn. It's white to play.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.